What it is, what it do. You tuned into the Jose Morales podcast. I'm your host, Jose Morales, and we're back in the ring on a special episode with my favorite comedian, my guy, Lance Woods.
You heard that? You heard that? Ha! I'm his favorite. Yeah, all of y'all. He's everybody. I'm the favorite. That's
And the
me.
only reason why he's here is because his mom dared him to be here. That's the only reason why he's here. Yeah, that's the only reason. But I'm so pumped up for this episode for a lot of reasons. Obviously, you just heard it. I'm my favorite comedians here. We get to get familiar with him, his story, what it is that how did he get to be a comedian? How did he get to do that full time? And we get to learn about him. But before we do that, I hope you enjoyed the previous episode where we talked about creating a culture. Now, this episode with my guy, Lance, welcome on the show, man. Thank you for coming on.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having me. This is one of the dopest gyms. I keep looking around. Because every time I look around, I see something new. Like I see a new poster or a new little artifact. There's a lot of character in here, man.
Yeah, we got to get you in here.
Oh, yeah, and I could there's an aroma of here that some people done been knocked out in here. I could feel it. It's a spirit.
Look, there's blood stains.
Yeah.
Look, blood stains on the ring.
A spirit of I can see it's in here.
You ain't lying.
Somebody
you ain't
that
lying.
took some losses in here. I could feel it. I see tears, throw up, regret, apologies. I see all kinds of stuff.
So tell me about how'd you get into comedy, man? Tell me about your story. Who are you? Where you born? Where you raised? What school you went to? Give me the lowdown on Lance.
He said, give me your Wikipedia.
Give me the 411. You don't even know what 411 is.
Yeah,
anymore.
man. That's information, people.
Yeah.
The 411. Page me. 911 means it's an emergency. 143 means I love you. What else was on the page?
Star 67 when you didn't want nobody to see.
Oh yeah, that's the phone call. Star 67 to block your number. Oh yeah, man. So I was born in San Francisco and moved out here in Sacramento when I was probably somewhere around 6 years old. Moved to Sac. Went to high school. I went to Valley High School.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to Valley High School, dropped out, home studies, then went through a program called Juveniles at Risk, but I went to Valley High. I was in South Sacramento. So
Yeah.
Jackman, middle school. I'm just simplifying these things. I went to a bunch of different schools.
So you were troubled.
Yes. Yeah, troubled.
You were at risk.
Yeah, at risk. Yeah, I went to John Steele, 7th grade, Jackman, 8th grade, then Valley, my first 2.5 years, and then I went to home studies, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, then after high school, I ended up moving to LA, doing that for a few years, then moved back to Sacramento, was just working and doing that. So then I'm at the house with my mom and my sister, we joking around. I used to imitate my pastor at the house. You know, black pastors be animated. And the Lord said, So I'm at the house doing that. And my mom said, I'm gonna get you to do that at the church. And I said, the fuck you not? So I said to her, the fuck you not? And then, she was kind of did the program. So she would put the events together. So if it was like a church anniversary, she would organize the event.
Okay, she was the event organizer.
Yeah. So then she had me, like she put my name on there. I couldn't do nothing about it. So then, look, this is how they read it. Cause I was quiet. I didn't talk like that. I was real like to myself. So whoever
You were to yourself?
Yeah, man.
I can't even picture you being to yourself.
I was a different person. Cause you got to everybody, you know what I mean? I was, like if I knew you, but I wasn't the person who walked into the place and be joking. Like I was never that person. And now everybody expects that from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like now it's like if I go to the spot and I'm just chilling, people are like, you all right? Everything cool?
What's wrong with you?
I'm fine. You all right? Just, you want to pray about it? Just, what did she do? Did she leave? Oh, just you don't gotta talk about it if it's we all go through things. So I would so they was like, this is how they read it. They was like, and next coming up we got Lance. They was like,
they were confused.
Like, to do what? Because I don't be
So
talking.
you did it? You went to the...
I had no choice.
Oh, your mom made you do it.
She didn't make me, but they called me to the stage.
Oh.
Even before I was, you know what I mean, a performer.
Yeah, you just got put on blast.
I got called to the stage, baby. I had no choice. It was my time to shine.
How old were you?
18?
Oh, you were 18.
Yeah, I was 18.
What church was this?
Spirit and Truth.
Okay. So you got caught up. What you do?
I imitated my pastor.
Oh,
The
shit.
same way I was doing at the house.
And-
Oh, man, the crowd went crazy. Church exploded. My pastor was on the floor, tears coming out of his eyes, laughing. People was like literally getting up, running around. Like they was like, I cannot believe what I'm looking at type thing. It was like crazy, right? And I still wasn't thinking I was going to be a comedian. I was like, oh, that was fun. But that was kind of like the end of it for me. And then every time we had some kind of event at the church, they were like, yo, can you host it? So then it's like, all right, so now I'm hosting events at the church and I'm like making fun of people at the church and you know what I mean? So then like one New Year's, and this is in the span of 6 years. Because that, like I said, I had moved. So after I did this thing at the church, I moved to LA, but not to do comedy. I just moved to LA for something else. I say something else, that sounded real suspicious, right?
Yeah, I'm like, I wanted to ask what you can do in LA. Then you said something. I was like, oh no, that shit sound like he's trying to be private about it.
For something else. You know what I mean? Just doing my thing. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, really, I was moving to LA to get into the music business. I guess. I kind of had no direction. I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah. But my friends was like, they doing music. I was like, I'm doing music then. I didn't want to rap or sing or dance. I just wanted to be behind the scenes. I used to always try to hide behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Like,
you were an introvert.
Yeah, before that word was popular. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah. So then when I moved back and I would do stuff at the church, if there's like an event, I would host it. So then it was like New Year's of going into 2010. So it's like New Year's, it's like
December, the end of 09.
Yes, December 31st, 2009, going into 2010. My pastor's son called me. He was like, yo, can you do some comedy at the New Year's event? You know, churches, they be like, yo, you don't gotta go party. You don't need the club and liquor. You can come to church. It's like, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna come, but ain't no bitches here. But, you know, praise God. Praise the Lord. I'll be here, guys. So that was the first time I had, like, actually written jokes that had nothing to do with the church. I just wrote jokes. And I was like, oh, let's see if they like these jokes. So then after that, a few months later, in June, because the church, I still go to the same church, but we just got a different building now.
Yeah.
The church at that time was directly across the street from the Punchline Comedy Club on Arden.
Yeah. So
I went to the Punchline show, like the showcase.
Yeah, the amateur night or something.
There's a story behind that that's kind of hilarious too.
Man, share it. Come on, man. Let me hear the share it. I said the 411, not 401.
Don't cheat me out of a one.
Yeah, don't cheat me out. Give me the details.
Okay. So now we June 2nd, 2010. My gal at the time, she's like playing like a manager. Like she's like calling the club like, yo, I got my boyfriend's a comedian and he wants to know how to get onto the show. And these are things I didn't know at the time, but now I know. A lot of times people who answer the phone, they don't be knowing nothing. They just answering the phone. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, just come and yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, like now I know that the box office girl or guy doesn't really have full information on booking.
Yeah.
But at the time, I didn't know none of these things. So whoever was answering box office was like, oh yeah, just come. So I'm like, oh, I guess I'm doing the show on June 2nd at the Punchline.
Oh shit.
Right? Doors open at 7. I get there at 6:50. I'm here. And there's like Okay, just come back. Come back at 7. Relax. All right. So I'm back at 7. I'm here. And then the girl was like, I was like, yo, who do I talk to sign up, or how do I get on the show? She said, oh, talk to him. It was the manager at the time. This big dude named Abe. Super cool, but when you don't know Abe, he's
intimidating?
Yes, he's like big, like black and Samoan, like 6'3", 900 pounds. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
he's just big dude.
Don't be smiling if you don't need to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's like, talk to him. And I said, hey, how you doing, man? I'll just get on the show. Straight face, she said, who are you? I said, I'm Lance Woods, baby. I've never been to a comedy club. I ain't never performed outside of my church, you know what I mean? But I'm like, everybody know me, baby, it's Lance Woods. Cause you know what I mean? Trying to build it up, cause I don't want to be walking in like, hey, if I can, please, if you would just allow me to.
Enthusiasm, baby.
Yeah, I had to, you know what I mean? He was like, yeah, I don't know you. I'm not putting you on stage. And I was like, oh, okay. So I left. So I go to my car, but I was like, I can't leave. I told 100 people I was gonna be here.
Oh shit, you had sold tickets and shit down
You know what I mean? I told 100 people I'm gonna be here. I told everybody at my job, everybody from the gym. I told everybody I know, like, yo, I'm about to be doing the comedy up here. And this was 2010. There is no Instagram.
Yeah, Facebook maybe, but
there is Facebook, but it ain't like I got a bunch of Facebook friends. You know what I mean? Like, everything is word of mouth. So as I walk to the car, I say, I can't go home. Like, I told everybody I was gonna be here. So I go back upstairs and I'm like, hey man, how do I just get 5 minutes? And he would say these things that would like crush your soul and then walk away. Like, no exaggeration. This is how you talk. He'll say something to you like, everybody want to be a comedian until they bomb. And then what? And then he'll just walk off. And you just got to sit there and be like, dang, what does happen after you bomb? Then he'll come back. Because I didn't leave. He come back 7 minminutes later. Yeah, man, I can't put you on stage, man. I got too many comics already trying to get on stage. And they ain't shit either. Something like that.
So you shit on everyone's life.
And walk away. Once I knew him, I understood it.
Yeah.
But in that moment, I was ready to fight. Cause I'm like, I told all these people to come and dude talking to me like this, and I don't know him, and he big. So it's like I'm already looking like, man, he's like bullying me. You know what I mean? Like, so this is the lesson I learned though in that moment about ticket sales. Because this is a Wednesday night and I'm kind of standing by the entrance when I'm talking to him. And he's like standing behind the bar, so he would like go back and forth. But as we're talking, the time keeps going and going and going. But the more time goes, the more people keep coming in. And when they're coming in, they're like, hey, Lance, I can't wait to see you. Hey, do your thing tonight. Hey, I'm happy for you. Hey, go do your thing. And he has to see all of these people. He's like, yo, who is this guy? Because at this point now, it's like, if it's 15 minutes of showtime, it's like 45 people here to see me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And by any stretch of the imagination, when you can get 45 people to buy tickets, I knew nothing about a guest list. It means 45 people bought a $15 ticket with a 2-drink minimum. Of course you got to put me on stage now.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Ain't nobody else in here sold no 45 tickets. And if I would have known now what I knew then, I would have said, shut up, nigga, I'm headliner. Watch out. Like, you know how many people here to see me? Watch out. Oh, we'll do the show outside.
Hey, it's funny you bring that up because I don't know if you noticed, but I actually did a stand-up recently.
No, I had no idea.
I did one just for fucking fun. I'm not a comedian, but I'm nowhere near your level. I just
No. Let's hear this.
So one of the guys that comes to the gym, he's a comedian. His name is Bobby Amato.
I know Bobby, yeah.
Yeah. I love, man, that's my guy. He can get mad that I said you were my favorite. He's like, what? Come on. I'm supposed to be your favorite. But anyways.
I call him Robert.
Robert. That's Robert. Robert, yeah.
I thought you said Bobby.
Yeah, he goes by Bobby. I actually call him Robert too.
Yeah.
But he goes by Bobby.
Bobby. Yeah. All these aliases, man. Everybody got time. What's camera? They see me? Your name is Robert. My name is Robert Emoto. Oh, it's Bobby talk. You Robert.
Hey, we gotta tell him that. He always tells people Bobby in the gym. My man, we Robert. Anyways, long story short.
You hiding. I don't know what you hiding from, Bobby. But we know you. Robert.
So he come to the gym and I told him that's one of the things I've been wanting to do is just stand up once. Not just as fuckhead say I did it. And he was like, I watched him at Last Unlimited one time.
Yeah.
And then he was like, hey, I'm gonna do a show at Crest Theater. So he's like, in November, Black Friday.
Yeah.
This recently, it was like 4 months ago. He's like, I'll put you on if you're serious. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm serious. I'm like, let's do it. And I didn't know how much time you're supposed to ask for. I'm like, how much time? So I'm like, hey, give me 20 minutes. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. That's what he did. He said, you fucking crazy. He said 20 minutes. He's like, man, you don't throw somebody in the ring for 12 rounds when they started boxing. So I ended up doing 8 minutes.
Oh, man.
But I did it.
That's like losing your virginity in an orgy. Yeah, man, no, give me 6 women. Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
I think I can do this.
So it was hella fun though, man. I hella liked it. I did 8 minutes, but the biggest thing about it though, I sold hella tickets. So that shit was packed. So I don't even know if I really did good, but it looked good because all my people was cheering.
All your people was there. Yeah. All your people was there.
It looked like I did good.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is when the pregame or whatever, I don't know what you guys go in the back, they were just downing, they were drinking.
Oh, in the green room.
In the green room.
Before the show, yeah.
Yes, sir. I was gonna ask you about that because I was back there and everyone had like a routine. I'm like, I wonder what Lance's routine. What do you do before a show? What's your pregame? Since you don't drink. Because I was up there, I was shadow boxing.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what do I do right now? I don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
I don't drink. I'm like, fuck. So what do you do? Lance, my guy Lance don't drink either. I'm gonna ask him why he doesn't drink in a little bit, but let me hear him answer this question first.
It's easy. I don't drink because heroin is better.
He gets heroin.
Yeah, man, you go straight to the real stuff. People wasting time with liquor. Bring me the needle, baby. No, I pray before I go on stage, and that's kind of it. That's kind of it, man. Like it depending on the show, I might like look over, like I'll show you this, like a little bit of something, right? Mm-hmm. So I write these bullet points.
Yeah.
So if you see like all of these jokes, y'all can't see it, but it's just bullet points. It'll just be like an idea. So all it says is grown people trick-or-treating. That's one thing. Then the next thing says number of sexual partners. Then the next thing says never put your purse down. Then this says dropping my niece off at school. And I have all of these jokes about it, and it's just written in bullet points. So I might look at something like this. Yeah.
I do the same shit.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I might look at something like this, and then depending on the show, I might write it in a separate note. Mm-hmm. So I might say, because I'm really loose on stage, so I have to tell myself, yo, make sure you do these 3 jokes. Regardless of anything else you do, make sure these 3 jokes get done because I'm trying to work on something. Mm-hmm. And if I'm not, I'll just go on stage and just see what happens. Because I always know I'll be fine on stage. So it's like, I have to tell myself sometimes, no, do that joke because you're trying to figure that joke out. Do that joke. All right, cool. So I might write those 2 jokes separately. And that's it. So some comics laugh. Because everybody had their different routines. But like, we'll be in a green room in like a heated debate about anything, right? Whatever. And then they calling me to the stage. Give it up for Lance Woods. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I'll be back. I just go on stage like none of that happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, cause I know some people need to be like
in the zone. Yeah.
I don't know. That doesn't feel comfortable to me.
Yeah.
That feels like this is supposed
too
to be
much,
like,
no ragging.
Yeah.
It should be relaxing, enjoying yourself, be yourself.
Yeah, this is fun.
It's very similar to how I am. I don't like I give myself mental notes also, and then with rap, I'm not talking about just in general with comedian, but with like the podcast. I'm like, I want to do this, but I want to be relaxed. I want to enjoy myself and be myself. So I can definitely relate to that.
Yeah.
Another thing that I really, I wanted to bring this up. how is it within all the comedians? Like, is it like, for example, I'm gonna compare it to boxing. With boxing, if you got a room full of boxers, you get this tension between boxers. Like, oh, that boxer don't like this boxer. And then it even transfers to the coaches, where that coach don't like this coach.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's like that with every profession. Is it similar with in your profession, where sometimes you get on a show and you can feel tensions between two other comedians, or yourself and another comedian, or they hate, we're like, man, he's really popular and they feel like they're better than you, or anything like that? Or is not as bad in the
I mean, I think it's a lot of passive aggressive energy in that way. For the most part, everybody get along on the surface. I think it's got different. It just, like, sometimes you get a room full of comedians and everybody's trying to prove that they're the funniest in that moment.
Yeah, so they're just trying to
Want to be owned. Like, everybody's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because in a way, it's kind of like a competition in a way.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to compete in a way to who's a better comedian.
Yeah.
So, okay, I can see that. But there's no, like, real life tension where you could tell, like, oh boy, not really.
No, I mean, if it is, that's between certain people who have real issues. But
typically it's not like that.
Nah.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It don't be like
I was wondering.
it's usually fun.
Yeah.
A room full of comedians is usually fun.
Hella fun. That's what I said. When I did that, bro, I had hella fun.
Yeah.
It was hella fun. Like, I enjoyed myself. Like, that shit was not nerve-wracking or nothing. Like, it was dope. The vibe, everything. It was hella
Because usually comedians that like each other work with each other. So it's usually a group of people who like each other. They're there on purpose.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So,
because the guy who put them on, they planned it all out well, pretty much. Yeah, that makes sense. One thing I wanted to share the story with you. So I came across you through social media. I was on Instagram, and someone had shared a video, and I forgot which one it was. And probably was a Bobby one, the one where you put Mike Bibby in shape, and then you're like, I thought it was a whole team doing it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I saw Bobby, and I was dying. Oh, if you haven't watched that, man, my guy burned, man. You did Bobby dirty, man. Talking about Bobby's weight.
I thought you were talking about the one when Bobby threw out the first pitch.
Oh yeah,
that's what I thought you were talking about.
But anyways, I was on social media and I saw your couple of videos. I'm like, damn, I thought you're hella funny. I'm like, man, I hella like this guy. But then another thing that really attracted me to you is, like, I thought it was dope about you is the fact that you are, like, hella about Sacramento, man. Like, you're all about Sac. You love the Kings. Where did that love to the city and to the Kings come from for you? Just because you're from here, or why you? Give me the history on that, or like how you feel that way.
Yeah, I grew up out here, but then what happens is when you start to travel, you start to see.
I try to tell people that. Go ahead. Yeah. I love this. I love that you're saying this.
You start to see how people. It's like, oh, y'all really don't know nothing about the city. Like, y'all think this is something else. Like, this ain't the Bay. Like, everybody's like, oh, you from the Bay? Nah, Sacramento. Oh yeah, the Bay. No, Sacramento.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's different. And like I said, I was born in the Bay. I was born in Frisco. I'm in the Bay all the time. I love the Bay Area, but the Bay is not Sacramento.
Yeah.
They're just different. There's a lot of people from the Bay here.
Yeah. It's damn near the Bay now because all the damn people that are here.
But it's not. It ain't the Bay. You know what I mean? So then it's like we're so underrepresented and so disrespected nationally.
Exactly.
Then it's like, hey man, somebody, we need.
Man, I knew I loved this guy.
We need everybody to speak up. We need everybody to show, like, nah man, we got everything you got. We got in this city too. You know what I mean? We got pretty girls, we got athletes, we got rappers, we got
everything.
It's all here. We got great weather, we got landmarks. It's all here.
Yep.
So yeah.
I love that, man. I love that you said it. I feel the same way. So myself, when I was watching the Kings a lot, when the early years when they were really good, that's what made me fall in love with them. And the fact that, like, they had like a Kobe and Shaq, and I felt like everybody always was attracted to LA. It made me be like, man, fuck this. I want to put something on the map for Sac. You know what I mean? It made me add that fuel to it. And especially when I started traveling too for boxing, Sac was never respected. Everyone was just like, we just got thrown under the rug in a way. So I love how you explained it, how like, we got all that. We got all that and more.
Yeah. Stop treating us like Modesto. Who said that? Somebody under this ring. Yo, stop talking till we finish, whoever under there.
Actually, that's fucked up. I got family with that stuff. No, I'm playing. That's hella funny. So I saw that you do acting too. Tell us about your acting, man.
Hey, man. Thank you. That was like some Shakespeare.
Yeah?
Yeah. How'd you feel about that?
It was good.
Beautiful? They gotta hear you behind the camera. Beautiful?
Everyone's cheering for you.
All right, cool. Nah, that's like a natural transition from once you on stage, everything opens up.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I'm doing comedy, I'm doing acting.
Yeah, because you're acting up there.
Yeah, it's like I gotta tell a joke and then show the joke, and I have to act it out. I have to present it in a way that you see it. And most good comics make the transition to acting very easily because you get to edit.
Yeah.
If it ain't good, you say cut. You know what I mean? It's like there's no cut on stage. Like when I'm on stage, if it ain't good, I just gotta move on to the next thing or try to fix this.
Yes.
But it's like, oh, I get to keep doing till it goes right. Oh, this is fine.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
So yeah.
So have you started your acting career, or is that something you're looking to do, or have you done
Oh no, first I did like a few short films. Started with my man Damaris. He's a film guy, and I acted in some of his films, and then we did a Clear Shot. That was in theaters and everything. That was but that's on Prime right now as well. A bunch of other spots, but I know for sure it's on Prime. But that's myself, Mario Van Peebles, Glenn Plummer, a bunch of other great actors, and Nick Leisure. You know Nick Leisure?
No.
I'm gonna connect you with Nick, because he'll be a good person to have on here too. He's a film director though, but he's from Sacramento as well.
Okay.
So yeah, we shot that in Mexico.
Swear.
Yeah, yeah, that was like my first feature film. That's, you know what I mean, and it's not a comedy at all. It's
Hell yeah.
you know what I mean, and it's based on true events about Sacramento.
What?
You remember when the good guys got robbed?
Oh yeah. That's on Stockton Boulevard on Foreign Road.
That's what the movie's about.
For real?
Yeah,
Man, I used to work right there, right next to. I worked on Stockton, man.
yeah,
So I worked a lot in the South area.
yeah,
But so it's about that.
yeah.
Damn, I need to watch that.
Yeah.
So what role did you play? They're like, they made me the robber.
Hey man,
No, they were Asian.
that was Asian.
Yeah.
I was the store manager.
Oh shit! So you got robbed?
Yeah. So there's like some comedic stuff in it, but it's not comedy. Yeah, it was good though. It was a
What is
great
it called
experience.
again?
A Clear Shot.
A Clear Shot.
A Clear Shot. Yeah.
I need to watch it.
Yeah.
So it's a movie.
It's a movie. Yeah.
I for sure need to watch this.
I agree.
Damn, I can't believe I haven't watched this. When did this come out?
2019.
Man, I'm 3 years late.
It's always on time.
I'm always on time.
Yeah.
So, what are your goals? Like, man, what are you looking to do? What's next for you? Like, what?
I want to do everything I'm doing, but more of it. Bigger movies, bigger shows, bigger girls.
No.
Wait, what? But yeah, things I'm doing with the Kings, I want to do that.
What exactly are you doing with the Kings? What's your role with them? I'm jealous. I love that shit. Look, man, I got them tatted on me.
Oh yeah, you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. I've had this. I got them on my back.
Yeah.
I got them there. I got them
I
everywhere.
see.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm all about the Kings. I'm a
Yeah.
diehard Kings fan.
I see.
So what do you do with them?
Backup point guard.
Yeah, hey, I believe it.
Nah, so I just do sports media stuff. So it's like you'll see me on the pregame show, you'll see me in the postgame show, you'll see me in media day.
Yeah, I saw you on there. I didn't know that was exactly what you like. That was your role. I watched you one time during the pregame.
Yeah.
But I thought they just grabbed you from the crowd and they're like, "Oh shit, homie, Lance is here."
Nah, but they see me the same way you see me. They see me on social media and then reached out.
That's badass.
And that's just kind of how that happened.
Power of social media, man.
Yeah.
So are you at all the home games then?
No. I've only been to, I've been to like 5 games this year.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So where you at? What do you do?
I got one thing set up at my house where I shoot from. And then if I gotta shoot there, then I go there to shoot. But yeah, usually when I go to the games now, I'll do some media stuff, but I'll just go there and enjoy the game.
So most of your stuff is for like social media content?
No, that's for their television show. Yeah, I'm shooting for their
Yeah, for their like Comcast Sportsnet and all
yeah.
that. Yeah.
See MS or CNBC.
CNBC, yep.
Yeah.
Comcast Sportsnet, something.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I shoot for them for that, and then I'll shoot my own like King's content from my own social media.
Yeah, that should be having me weak.
Appreciate you.
Wow, I love that shit. Yeah, everything. The last one you did about Bronny.
Oh yeah. Hey man, hey, check this out. Monty McNair. We got some drafting to do. I don't care how good or not good. Go get Bronny. It comes with his dad.
It comes with his dad.
Yeah. I don't care if he's 43 at the time. It's gonna have the city jumping. You understand me? This is bigger than Nino Brown. This is business, guys.
You ain't right. You ain't lying, baby. You ain't lying. Shit, we get LeBron here, the king, to retire in the king in the city of kings.
When LeBron comes to a city, it changes the economy of that city. Forget about it on the court. It changes the economy.
And we got barbers that hook him up, he said.
What? Then we take you to Rich Barber, Poe Barber. We'll take you to somebody's barbershop.
We got you covered.
Trust me, LeBron. I would not lead you the wrong way.
Who's some people that inspire you, man? Like who's some people that, man, Lance is like, man, you look to this person and they just inspire you?
You know, a lot of people that inspire me. My pastor inspires me.
Who's your pastor?
My pastor is Pastor AK Thrower, Spirit and Truth, the Well. Yeah. So it's interesting.
Tell me why he inspires you. I'm curious.
Because
so are you spiritual? Like, are you very like connected with God? Are you very
yeah.
Christian?
Yeah.
Pentecostal, Lutheran,
non-denomination.
Okay.
Yeah. The interesting thing about when you watch a preacher. So as a comic, you say I gotta have fresh material.
Yeah.
Right. But if you go to a pastor, they gotta have a fresh sermon every Sunday.
Yep.
And Wednesday a lot of time. So that's twice a week. They gotta give you a new 45 minutes. If it's a black pastor, a new 3.5 hours. Like, yo, my man, time is ticking. I'ma miss the football game, the Monday night game. We've been here for a long time, sir. So, but I mean, you know what I mean? And then just, you know, you look at how people carry themselves and how people position themselves and selflessness and, you know, all of those things. My mom inspires me, my dad inspires me. You know what I mean? That's, you know, personal things. Then you get inspired by people who look to you. So then it's like, now my niece.
I feel you there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get a lot of that too. How about as far as like comedians? Is there any comedian that you like really look up to?
Oh yeah, Tony Roberts is one. Dave Chappelle's another.
Dave Chappelle's off the chain.
Yeah, but you know, like, so I had this conversation the other day. There's a lot of really, really terrible comedians that you can learn something from. See, the one thing that you'll learn from people who may not be as good at something is a lot of times they're really bold. Like, so, okay, you got a boxing
get
gym.
in the ring.
Exactly, you got a boxing gym, right? Now,
there's some people that get in there that should not be in there.
right, now you you gonna keep blocking with your face?
Yeah.
Use these, not these. So, you know, I'm sure you've had somebody who came in and who begged you, like, yo, just give me a shot, please.
Yeah.
I just need a shot, bro. Just give me whether that would be for you to train them or, you know, work out in your gym or whatever the case, right? You've had that person, right?
Yeah.
Who was like very humble, very like, bro, please, if you just give me a shot, right? And that person probably wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now.
Is it fucked up that I can picture this person for some reason?
No, I know, no. This is what I'm telling you though. Now imagine if the person who was really good had that same spirit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I be learning from a lot of these comics who ain't good because what they don't have is the ego. They don't have the ego that would stop them from asking or begging. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, just let me get 5 minutes, please. It's like, see, I'll be in a place to where it's like, I'm not begging you for 5 minutes. I'm going to add value to this show. You should be begging me to get on your show. When, in actuality, you should keep that same spirit, because when I first started, I would have been willing to beg. But now I'm kind of like, I think you should kind of know now.
Man, that's a gold mine right there.
Yeah, so that
I like that one.
I've been learning from people who might not be as good.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they have something that you can learn.
Hell yeah. How do you handle criticism, like social media criticism, or like people maybe not like any criticism? How do you handle it?
Everyone is a fan of me. I don't. People get criticized? That's crazy. Sucks to be you, criticized guy. Nah, I social media stuff, I don't acknowledge it. See, a lot of times people just want acknowledgement, and once you acknowledge something, now you've opened up and it's like, bro, I'm not. And people see negative way quicker than they see positive, right?
Yeah.
So I might say something and it might be 100 comments and 99 will be positive. Why would I acknowledge the one that's not?
Yeah.
You know, that's just backwards to me. As a stand-up on stage, it's almost hard not to.
Yeah.
Every comic can tell you this. You'll be rocking 1 million people in the audience, and the only person you notice is the one who wasn't laughing. That's the only one you notice when you on stage. You be like, yo, what is wrong with him? What did I do to her? Because she's sitting there the whole time, and everybody else is, and then he just like,
pissed off.
You like, yo, my man, you don't see what's happening? It's something about that live show that one in the crowd, you be like, I don't know what is not happening here.
Yeah.
But criticism in general, I think it depends on where it comes from, because I wouldn't listen to everybody's criticism, because I wouldn't listen, but I also wouldn't listen to everybody's praise. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's almost like you ever see like like you dealt with a woman, and the worst thing you could do sometimes is see someone's ex. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, you was with him? Ah, man. And then you couldn't telling me how fine I am.
Yeah, come on.
You know what I mean? Like, nah, you know what I mean? I can't listen to everybody's praise or criticism.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
so I mean, that's fine. That's how you feel, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not really moved by everybody's opinion.
Yeah. I like that. That's actually, you hit that right on the head, man. That was perfect how you described everything. How was your upbringing, man? Your family, brothers, siblings, cousins? How was your family? Like,
I'm in the middle, so I got an older brother and a younger sister.
Mm-hmm. A big age gap or kind of close?
We all kind of close. My brother's 3 years ahead of me, and I'm 2 years ahead of my sister.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, we grew up.
Mom and dad strict, family. Mom and dad stayed married the whole time. Everything.
No. My parents got divorced probably when I don't remember that. All those years running together. Yeah, mm-hmm. I mean, my parents got back together when I was probably 10, and then from 10 maybe till I was, I don't know, man. I was grown when they got divorced, legally, like when everything was official.
Yeah.
But they wasn't together no more probably when I was like 19, maybe. Something like that. It could be earlier. I don't remember all those dates, but I mean, but everybody gets along. You know, they just, you know. Yeah. My mom is really into church. My mom is into ministry.
She preaching too?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And my dad isn't.
Oh, he's not?
Yeah.
What is he into?
Huh?
What is he into?
Fun. Yeah.
like that answer.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. So, I mean, my dad goes to church and all that, but that just wasn't top of his priority list. When it was the top of my mom's priority list. And see, what you learn is to be with somebody, your priorities have to be aligned
Yeah.
on certain things.
Yeah, you have to. You got to make each other better and find a good balance with each other. And if you guys are not on the same, it's gonna be hard to work.
Yeah.
I feel it.
So
I feel it.
If that's the case, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah. What's your favorite restaurant out here, man? If Lance Woods is going out on a Friday night, where can we find Lance Woods grubbing?
That's an interesting question because everybody who know me really close know I don't eat a lot.
You don't eat a lot.
Nah,
Like what? Like you don't eat out out a lot, or
I don't eat a lot of food.
Really?
Nah, I don't
What's
eat a
wrong
lot.
with you? What the hell? What you mean you don't eat a lot?
What's wrong with you, boy? You all right? You smoking that stuff?
Yeah.
You on that dope? He got that narcotic in him. I don't know, bro.
So you've always been that way, or is this new, or like?
I ain't never been like heavy into. I ain't never. I don't know, man. So I used to eat a lot of junk food, and then I stopped. But I ain't never. I don't know, man. I mean, shout out to all the local restaurants in Sacramento. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know there's what's the name in Roseville? Q.
Oh yeah, that shit fire.
What's
127.
I always get the numbers mixed up.
Yeah, I get the numbers mixed up
Yeah.
too. But I know what you're talking about. It's over in Eureka.
Q911.
soul
Q187.
Yeah.
All of that. That's dope. Fixins is dope.
Fixins is fire. They got the Kool-Aid there. They do. They got the Kool-Aid.
There's and I stopped eating meat too. So
You take care of yourself.
yeah, man.
good.
So I literally be eating like the same thing every day, bro. Like,
What's that?
give me some quinoa, give me some squash, some green beans, and
Call it a day?
some
All right, well,
spinach.
since we ain't big on the restaurants, give me your favorite activity to do out here in Sac. So you got a free weekend off and you want to enjoy yourself in Sac. What are you doing?
Man, I mean, I really like to come to Jose Morales Boxing Academy.
Good
man.
answer.
I think that's a really good place to be, man. You can work out some of your stress. You know what I mean? So the thing I like, they got all of the punching bags.
We about to make this a commercial.
Yeah, they got all the punching bags, but what they don't tell you is you can bring a picture of your ex and put it on the punching bag. And hey, man, you can punch away. And nobody gets hurt. And you work out all of this
And boom.
right there.
Hell
Kings,
yes.
I mean, Kings games, you know, I like, you know what I mean? Kings games is always a good time. It became a better time once my seats changed.
Right.
That's something else too. Like,
So what were your seats before and where they at now? Before you was in the upper level?
oh yeah. I was in the upper room. Like I used to watch the games like Sting. Remember when Sting was in
Oh, yeah,
when he was
yeah,
looking
yeah.
down like this? I said, oh, they look like they're having fun down there. But I done got to sit courtside a few times now. And, you know what I mean? It's a totally different experience.
Hell yeah.
Like it's a 1,000% different experience. It's always a good time, but yeah.
Who's your favorite player on the team right now that you enjoy watching? He's like, man, that dude badass.
De'Aaron, yeah. De'Aaron's really good. And I like watching him like figure stuff out. Like
Yeah.
you keep seeing him tweak his
grown.
game.
Yeah, he's
you know what I
grown.
mean? And the athleticism, the speed, but then you see now the change of pace, the mid-range game, taking it out to three. He puts some muscle on. The finishing at the basket is different. The absorbing contact. Davion Mitchell is like really fun to watch because
Yeah, he be locking fools up.
just be locking up on defense.
Yeah, he be locking them up.
But
You
then
can tell he takes pride in that.
Yeah, but then offensively he got some wiggle. Like he got some, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got some sauce in him. I like watching Rashawn play Holmes because he just 1,000 miles per minute, just energy, hustle. You know what I mean? Sabonis has been really fun to watch for the short time he's been here because he's just one of them dudes that just does everything well.
passing
Catch,
well,
finish, pass,
rebounds.
finish around the rim with both hands, rebound, plays defense. Like he's really good. Yeah, man. I'm excited especially going into next year when this team, the core of this team, has a training camp and everything to kind of gel together and do that. I think they're gonna be really good next year.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good answer. Yeah, I agree with you on all those points. I like that I was gonna ask you something that we do here with the podcast. I talk about different subjects. Like I talked about being resilient, not accepting no as an answer. I talked about creating alter ego. I also talked about enthusiasm, being pumped up when you talk about yourself. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned a lot of stories that include that. Like when you said, it's Lance Woods, you know what I'm saying? It's Lance Woods. So I love that you brought that up. Do you have any other tips or anything you would say to anybody out there young that's trying to make it in the entertainment world? Maybe not just a comedian, maybe something with entertainment, maybe rapping, maybe something. What kind of tips or what kind of words of encouragement would you share with the young folks out there?
One thing you gotta do is know how to market yourself. So if you got a bottle of water, it's okay to put your logo
Tell me
on
how
the
good
water.
that water is, though.
Hey man, this tastes like Jesus sweat.
Jesus. I don't know if that's a compliment or what. No, I'm playing.
No,
it's fire, huh?
Yeah, but no. So there's a lot of things you got to do, man. The first thing you got to do is do it, and that sounds simple, but that's the hardest part for people is just to actually do it. Like, you just got to go do it, bro. You have to just
take action.
Go do it. You gotta, my uncles, my dad, the way they taught you how to ride a bike was they pushed you down a hill.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like they would tell you a little bit, then they was like, okay, bro, you're gonna have to figure it out. And you gonna hit that tree, you're gonna fall right there. But at some point you're gonna learn like, oh, and then you're gonna figure it out. Because a lot of times you give people advice and it's not gonna make no sense to them because they're not doing it.
Yeah.
So if I give somebody comedy advice, it wouldn't make sense until you did comedy a few times and you're like, oh, that's what he was talking about. You just gotta go do it.
Yeah.
Just go do it. And you can't think about, because we're good at talking ourselves out of stuff. It's like you start to think about, man, I wish I'd have started this when I was 12. Man, if I would have did this when I was 20, I should have did. And the more you're doing that, the time is still going. You know what I mean? So it's like, you got to go do it. You can't look at all of the reasons why something can't happen. You got to go do it.
Just go. So this podcast they always get released on Mondays. And I release them on Mondays just to get people started on a good note, good energy. What's your Monday ritual, man? What's something you go start your week off to make you feeling good? What does Lance Woods do?
Well, it depends. A lot of times Monday I'm flying home.
Oh yeah, because that's it. All right, your Monday. Your Monday may be different than everybody else's Monday.
But if I'm at home, this is what I like to do on Monday. I like to get up. I get up early. I pray. And I go to the gym. That's how I start the week off. Pray, go to the gym. So we started out. Basketball, some weights, and I'm good.
Yeah. I like that combination.
Yeah.
That's a good combo. So I'm assuming basketball is your favorite sport.
Oh, yeah. I used to box, though, back in the day.
Seriously?
I swear to you.
Where?
So, what's the spot in Oak Park?
Oh, you talking about on Stockton Boulevard?
Yeah.
That was called Capitol.
Yeah. Way back in the day.
Yeah, that shit ain't there no more.
Yeah. So, because I used to get into a lot of trouble. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I used to fight all the time. So they was like, yo, let's see if you want to really fight.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the discipline to do nothing. If that makes sense, because my grades was always bad.
I know exactly what that means. I see it all the time.
I was in all kind of trouble, so it's like, oh, you got ability and stuff, but you don't have a work ethic and you don't have no discipline.
Yeah, I struggle trying to get that with so many kids. I'm like, man, you guys do not lack talent, do not lack skill. You just lack discipline. You need to put everything, your energy towards the right thing, because you're wasting energy on the wrong things, girls, friends. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I 100% get it. Well, is there anything you'd like to share? How can we keep in touch with you? How can we stay in contact with Lance?
This is my camera again right here, right? This right here. Hey man, follow me on the internet, Sir Lance Woods. That's it. Sir Lance, nothing special. Just put in Sir Lance Woods. It'll all come up. Find me on the Instagram, on the Twitter, on the TikTok, because they ticking and talking. You be ticking and talking?
I do it. I'm new at it, but I just started. Yeah.
I'm new at yeah, man.
It took me a while to get on TikTok just because it was not really me. I don't like really doing things that's not me, but you kind of force, man. That's where it's all, yeah.
They forcing you to do it, man.
Yeah.
Without putting the gun in your head, they're like, John, you want people to know where you at. Get on
TikTok,
here.
yeah.
Do some voiceovers and start dancing.
Start dancing. Yeah, start dancing.
Yeah,
Let me
man.
see. No, it's true.
So yeah. I mean, I'm on Sir Lance Woods and all that stuff. I got the special Undeniable on Amazon Prime, a Clear Shots on Amazon Prime, but you can find all that on my Instagram, Sir Lance Woods. Be right there.
Hell yeah. Anything you want to add before we end this?
Hey man, I want to say that this is a great establishment, and I can't wait to start working out in here. And I wish somebody would heckle me after I've been in here for 6 weeks. I'd be knocking out fans at the show. Yeah, that's right.
Boom.
And blame it on him. Ooh. All boxers know how to fake punch and it look real dangerous.
Yeah.
So mine didn't look as dangerous. Do what you did again. See what I'm saying? See how the table shook. When I did it, the table was like, you ain't gonna do shit. I heard the table say, you ain't gonna do shit.
Hey, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, man. If you are not connected, make sure you follow Lance. We'll check back with you guys next week. Subscribe, leave a review, share it if you know anyone that can gain anything from this. And thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next Monday.
Next Monday.
We out.
Get you some Jose Morales water.